Okay, let's take a look at DERMA SOTOGAKE, sired by Mind Your Biscuits, who's normally known for sprinting. He's going to get his stamina on the dam side, as you can see with Brisnet, an average winning distance of 7.9 and 8.6. So the distance is not going to be a problem for DERMA SOTOGAKE. A lot of the replays you haven't seen, we're going to take a first look at October 2nd, 2022. This is in Japan, going 1 1/8 miles. The 1 minute and 53 second time maybe isn't as flattering, but part of that is because of how easily he closes and wins this race by 4 lengths as the favorite. Let's take a look at the break. He's on the outside circle there in the red circle for you. Gets rushed up to get forwardly placed on this field. Does a pretty good job of clearing. And as we turn to the home stretch, you'll see he's actually made his way into the inside rail position. Forwardly placed this whole ride. Has a little bit of challenge from these two on the outside, but once he gets past those, it's a rather easy finish for DERMA SOTOGAKE. What I like to see in the next race that we have coming up here for you is that he isn't always as easily forwardly placed. So here he is in the 5-hole circled for you. You'll see as they break, he ends up 5 wide. And what I love about this move here is that the jockey realizes it. He slows him up, as you'll see right here, starts to move him in, but he has to clear the 4 that's behind him there. And he very easily and comfortably not only slows down to move in, he then picks up speed to not cause an incident with the 4 there. He gets to the rail so that he can save ground. Watch this. There he is with the arrow. Look at the hole right here that he's going to come through between these 2 horses. Something that I love to see is the courage that he has. Here's Continuar on the outside, another horse that you know is in the Kentucky Derby. And there's DERMA SOTOGAKE breaking through that hole and grinding out the win over Continuar. Let's go to his next race. This is December 14th. There he is, the number 4. This race is only going 1 mile over a good track. This is similar to what we might see in the Kentucky Derby. Look at all these outside horses come across and put him into a position where he is mid-pack, so not forwardly placed like we've seen. This is what I'm loving about DERMA SOTOGAKE, is the versatility. He's behind a lot of horses in this field right here. As we come for home, look at him. We'll circle him for you. He's out wide. There he is. And he grinds down these 2 front leading pair to, again, just get to the wire in time. I love the versatility that we've seen in these last 2 races. The last 2 replays are maybe the ones that you've seen on DERMA SOTOGAKE. This is the race where he finishes 3rd. He never gets to those 2 early speed runners who went around the whole track. But he's closing on them. If this race goes longer, he probably does get there. And then in the UAE Derby, he's in the 1 hole. He has no option except to send. And he gets out to that early lead. And he doesn't let go, as we talked about in that UAE Derby. This is why people think that he is a early speed presence. Here he is on the backstretch, on the rail, ahead. And we all know in this race that he just easily put away this field. But what we saw in those races in Japan, this is not the style that he has to have to win the Kentucky Derby. And I think that's what makes him dangerous. He's versatile. And I am really excited to see how Japan's going to perform on the big stage this year in the Kentucky Derby. Those are some of the replays that maybe you haven't seen yet on DERMA SOTOGAKE.